Hi everyone, and welcome back to
Two
Lucky Bitches. Today we're going to talk about our resident red-tailed hawks.
Yeah, we have two hawks, mom and daddy, that have been here a few years now, and we've read that they mate for life, so that's kind of cool. And they live basically in the pine trees that are behind us. They have a nest.
That one right there.
They have a nest up there that they go back to every year, the last 2 years. The time before last, she had one baby. Last year, she had two. So it's great to just kind of watch them. And we also read that their radius is kind of like 1/2 mile to 2.5 miles. And so they're pretty much, we walk out here every day and you see them every day. They're out here. And so we love seeing them. I don't know what it is. There's Poppy behind us. I don't know what it is. There's something just special to me about one, being able to see them every day. We know they're the same hawks, and then just knowing that they live here. Apparently they live where they feel safe, so I feel really great about that. But we have all kinds of stories about the hawks. I don't know if you want to tell one.
Yeah, well, one particular one comes to mind. Well, two actually, and it's right around the time when we discovered we had babies. She's smart. She's a smart girl. She puts her nest in a place where you literally cannot see it. It's in there, tucked in, and we would see her land and go into the tree. We didn't know we had babies. One time I was up on the roof doing something else. I looked over because I was so much higher at that point. I looked over into the tree and I saw a fuzzy-headed baby, like a ghost, like a ghost bird.
Ghost baby.
Yeah, a ghost baby. It was so strange, and but I knew exactly what it was. I knew we had a baby, and I was absolutely over the moon. One other particular time, we all took a walk, and when I take a walk, you guys, I bring this. I just put that on the end to keep the cap on real good, but I bring my camera, and this just happens to be a Canon, but any digital camera will work as long as you can focus. And so I looked up, we all looked up. Oh, hummingbird right there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there. Yeah.
You don't usually see him just
No,
sit
you
there.
don't. He's probably I think he's talking to us, telling us, hey lady,
Now, do we
hey,
gotta
two lucky
fill up
bitches, get me some
Yeah.
nectar.
I need to be a lucky bitch too. Give
I
me more
think it is
nectar.
out a little bit. But anyway, okay, so we're walking and we look up and we're not sure what we're looking at, but it actually turned out to be, she had two babies the second year. Two
That
babies.
was so cool.
And we're looking right at them. And I'm going to throw some of these photos in this video so you guys can see that, because we're embarking on a new season of babies.
Yeah, she's probably getting ready. It's about time for her to start making her nest.
Absolutely.
And even when they're not sitting on babies, or it's that time of year, they put them, if we sit out here at dusk, like clockwork, they'll both put themselves to bed and they'll fly up in the pine tree. That's where they sleep. And it's kind of funny because we always say night shift, day shift, because once they put themselves to bed, about 20 or so minutes later, you'll see the owls who have been sleeping all day leave the trees and take off. So they do the night shift.
Yeah, I watch them. They put on their hard hats and they take off to work. Little pail, little thing of coffee. We have barn owls, yeah, like she said, and normally they sit in this tree over here, but when the leaves fall, they can't sit in that tree anymore during the daytime and try and sleep, because then they're too exposed and too vulnerable. So right now we have two of them, and right now one of them is in a tree right over there in the pine where it's evergreen. So that's what we got going on today. We're drinking our coffee, and I just want to encourage you guys to get out your binoculars wherever you're at, get your camera out. Even your cell phone is pretty good. It can take pretty good pictures of birds. And as you can hear, well, you might not even be able to hear us over all the birds. I mean, they are all around us.
It is a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. There's not a stitch of wind.
There's this other time when since we know the hawks so well, we know their behavior. that I was out here and I heard her. What? You make the sound really good. She's making that sound. And I looked up and she's flying overhead. She's just doing her circle. And she does that periodically. That's not weird. But she kept doing it over and over and over. And so I
And
thought,
screeching? She was screeching?
yes, the hawks. And I thought, so I know her behavior well enough to say, okay, something's going on, because they are very territorial. So I started looking around, and sure enough, I see on a pole, I see this vulture, and she's crying and doing that, spinning around. And I look in the distance, and like 5 other hawks are coming.
Here I go.
And when they get here, they all start dive bombing that vulture, and then basically escort it away. And then everybody goes back to normal. We've seen her do that several times, especially when she's sitting. Nobody can get even close. You can see them go after them, and then they escort them kind of away till they get far enough away, and then she comes back. It's so interesting.
Yeah,
I
the
think. So
behavior
cool.
is really, and they, you know, they look out for each other. That's the lesson here.
So that was what we're grateful for this week. I'm grateful that they chose us. They chose the Bellicosa to live, and it brings me joy every day seeing them.
I concur. I absolutely am grateful for this red-tailed hawk family, and that continues to grow, and they feel safe around us. So what are you grateful for this week? Thank you guys for watching. Again, where are we and what are we doing? Two lucky bitches.